So let's talk about your squad. You already got some offensive weapons, right? Alshon Jeffrey next year, Torrey Smith, and now shoring up that defensive end Derek Barnett you took last night. How are you feeling about your squad?
It's exciting. It's an exciting time. You know, with Alshon and Torrey, everyone keeps asking about them, but obviously on the field they've proven themselves. And some people think Torrey's lost a step. I've seen it now the last 2 weeks. He can fly. He can still fly. But in the locker room, they're great guys, and we need some veteran leadership in that wide receiver room. So that'll be big. And then last night getting Derek, I actually went and looked up his tape right after we picked him, and he's dynamic. He's dynamic. You know, he can bend around that corner as good as some that I've seen. So I'm excited for that.
I loved what I saw from you last year because, personally speaking, I didn't think that you had the weapons that you needed to be a rookie placed in that situation. Picking up Alshon Jeffrey to pair with Jordan Matthews and these guys. I'm looking for some production from Brent Selleck and Zach Ertz. They know I believe in them, but damn it, show up at the tight end spot. I want to know, how are you feeling about your offense right now, considering the weapons that you have and having this year of experience under your belt?
Very excited. You know, obviously adding the pieces was huge, but then also just getting a whole year under my belt. You know, a whole year under my belt, not just myself, but everyone in that offense. You know, it was all new offense for everybody. I only had 8 days to prepare, you know, last year with the one, so just kind of thrown into the fire a little bit. So getting this whole offseason, getting the time to prepare, get the timing and everything, it'll be huge. And I have high expectations for us.
I hope you're excited. I hope you're hopeful, Carson. You're going to need it. Don't you think? What's the first thing you said to me when you walked out on this set?
I said, thanks for taking that jersey out.
Tell me about the rivalry.
Got it sitting there.
I'm not getting rid of it.
Sitting there.
Tell me about that rivalry. Do you already feel this Dallas-Philly rivalry? How long did it take you to step in and go, this is different?
Once the Dallas week came around, you know, you could just see it in the city. You could see it in the fans. It's real. It's a real rivalry. It's all fun and games for the most part. You know, it can get serious though at the same time, but it's cool. It's definitely a rivalry, but also this whole NFC East. You know, it's no joke. There's rivalries everywhere.
Yeah, have you heard of Jonathan Allen?
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to the Redskins.
I know. I saw.
You nervous? Is that what you're asking him, Molly?
Yeah.
You nervous?
What did you think when you saw that, going up against that guy?
No, it'll be exciting. You know, obviously they already have a dynamic player in Ryan Kerrigan.
Exciting.
So, yeah, we'll see what happens. He's got a lot to prove still, so we'll see what happens.
Is it a situation where you find yourself just looking at your team and isolating it from that perspective, or do you look at the Giants picking up a Brandon Marshall, the Redskins drafting a Jonathan Allen, you know, and the Dallas Cowboys being the division winners and having Ezekiel Elliott with that offensive line and with the emergence of Dak? And do you find yourself saying, damn, we have to do X, Y, and Z to really step this up? Or is it really all about a comfort zone where you feel you have the personnel in place to really make noise in this division?
Yeah, it's some of both. It's definitely some of both. I mean, obviously you're focused on yourself right now, but I mean, you see what's going on. You see what everyone's drafting. You see that Dallas, obviously, with their secondary, it's a whole new shuffle. You see what's going on, and but at the same time, right now, the focus is on us, what we can do better, where we need to improve. And so we got a long time still.
What's that mean about Dallas' secondary being shuffled? You looking at Dallas' secondary and thinking, I can't wait to face that?
We'll see what happens.
Oh.
We'll see what happens. That's all I know.
Where will you do this? Dak, Jared Goff, you. We know where the drafting order fell last year. Where do you rank now? Where would you put yourself in that pecking order?
I mean, I'm a confident player. I'm not going to sit and try and create drama or anything, but I would take myself every day just because I think, I don't know. I'm not trying to create drama, but I'm very confident in myself. So I would be picking myself every day.
Do you find yourself feeling a little added pressure? And by that, I mean this. Dak, to me, was playing with house money because you're a fourth rounder. You're the number 2 overall pick. So much has been made about the NFL draft. The NFL draft was here in Philadelphia last night. Over 70,000 people showed up, for crying out loud. It's one of those situations, you're being picked in the top 2.
Yep.
Is there added pressure simply because of where you were slotted and where you were picked?
Not really. You know, I mean, I put a lot of pressure on myself to be great, have a lot of high expectations, but you know, you don't worry about that. You try and block out all the noise as best you can. And plus, I don't sit and compare myself to Dak. I don't sit and compare myself to other guys. I see where I can be better and just trying to be the best I can be.
You grew up in North Dakota. Who'd you grow up rooting for?
I was actually a Vikings fan.
A Vikings fan?
But I was a huge Brett Favre fan at the same time. So it was a little dilemma every now and then.
How was the culture shock coming from North Dakota to Philadelphia?
It's different.
Yeah?
Definitely different. You know, but I love it here at the same time. There's a lot to do. Obviously, in North Dakota, it's a little limited on opportunities and things to do, but I love it back home. But I'm very thankful to be out here. You get a little bit of everything.
I may be a Dallas fan, but I did have your back last year. You got your offensive line some shotguns as a gift. You got some unnecessary, ridiculous.
Any more kisses you want to blow on? I mean, how many kisses you want to? How many kisses you want to blow on?
You've been here for this entire interview?
Are you kidding?
Did you just get here and sit down?
Are you kidding me? I mean, stop it.
Have I been flirting with you?
No, you've been
No,
good.
I didn't mean
I've been good. I was just talking about the love.
No. He's got answers. What are you going to get your? I know you got some heat for it. So next year, what are you going to get your offensive line next year? Shotguns again?
Well, I don't know yet. Probably not shotguns, but we'll find out. I don't know. I got some time to think on that one.
Last question on a serious note. Doug Peterson was a rookie coach, obviously playing, coaching under Andy Reid. We all know that his credentials are what they are. But last year, we found ourselves at time looking at you or looking at him and wondering, two rookies, a head coach, the quarterback. That was problematic. Obviously, they have to go through their growing pains. How much better do you believe the combination of you two are going to be this year, having that 1 year under your belt?
I think it'll be great. I think obviously having the 1 year of experience, but also this offseason together. This offseason is huge for us because, like I said earlier, I had 8 days to really prepare and just adding some of my input and just kind of going to him a lot more now and getting this extra time now that I already know the playbook. I'm really excited for that, and we're just going to keep implementing what we do well.
So are you ready to say that y'all going to win the NFC East?
I'm not going to come out and make any declarations, but I expect us to be playing into January this year.
In January. Okay.
At least into January and see what happens.
Okay.
I like
I'm
that.
not going to go.
Bolder.
All right.
I'm not giving some bulletin board material.
All right.